I wanted to ask what was it like being a kid into magic and comedy and acting, and your upbringing? I know you're from Philly, right?
Yeah, for Philly.
Yeah.
It was always good. I mean, it's funny because I know I'm still friendly with some of the kids I grew up with in my neighborhood. You know, what I mean, I grew up with six brothers. There's six boys in my house, so everybody knew everybody all the time, almost like an extended family. And everybody in our neighborhood was close. I mean, everybody wasn't like, it was kind of like its own little thing. And so it was like, and I was always performing. I went to the Philadelphia High School for Creative Performing Arts. I was majoring drama. So when I say I studied, I really did study. And I got in. I used magic. I started doing magic when I was 9, and I just had this thing like from like that. Like I wanted to be Charlie Chaplin. I just wanted to be Charlie Chaplin. I was trying to figure it out, and I would buy joke books. I had a joke file when I was a kid. I was like, I was fascinated by it. So. Knock wood, lucky enough to, I went after that dream. I pursued it. I pursued it at an early age, figuring if I failed and I fucked up and I fell on my face, I could always come back and start a normal life. But, uh, once it started, once I started, I was never looking back. I kind of eliminated failure as an option. And, I've been doing this professionally for 35 years. So, and been to war zones, been all around the world, to China, I've performed in Israel, Ireland, Germany, Cuba, Guantanamo Bay for the troops, Afghanistan, went to Afghanistan with Drew Carey, and yeah, it's just been quite the amazing life. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm always sometimes I catch myself go through my pictures like I go, Jesus, I mean, Jesus, what I mean, I really do. I'm so grateful that number one, that I had the balls to go after something I really wanted to do, which I love to do. I mean, I think that's that thing from City Slickers when he says to Curly says to me, he goes, it's that one thing. You got to figure out that one thing. And I think that thing is if you can figure out how to do something you love to do and get paid for it, then that's the thing, because then you're never really working your life, and then you're pursuing things that you love that feed your soul. And I've realized that's rarefied air, and most people don't get to do it. But also, it didn't come fucking easy. Tremendous amounts of sacrifice, and times I wanted to quit, but then I just kept going. But yeah, sometimes I just when I get up in the morning, I just think about something. Geez, what a fucking insane life, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't. I'm really fortunate and really blessed, and I know that. So but I also take it very seriously. I mean, I know it's stand up comedy. Everybody thinks you're just saying funny things, but I don't think you really are just saying funny things. I think there's more to it than that. I think if you're doing it at a high level, it's a real gift. I think if you can make people laugh, and especially people that, I mean, you never know what anybody's going through in your audience. You never do. And you have this ability, you have this gift. And it is a gift that if you develop and work on it, that you could, like, I've had people come up to me and just grab my arm and say, oh my God, I haven't laughed, especially in the last 3 years. I forgot, I think people forget, maybe I did too, is that how much laughter keeps you mentally healthy, keeps your mental well. You need to laugh, and you need to, it's healing, man. It really is. It's healing. It's a kind of a healing thing. If you get up and take a room full of 400 strangers and you're on stage and they're just like this, like laughing uncontrollably, and which I love, because when people are laughing, and it's why I do. It's my favorite sound. But when I know that I'm doing my job and I'm doing it at a high level, people are laughing, and they're the furthest thing away from whatever hurts them in their life, because they've let it go enough to laugh and find a little joy. And so I think if you think about, that's why I never take it for granted. You're always, you're doing God's work, because the devil hates the sound of laughter. And so I'm one of God's favorites. I'm,
That's so
I'm just being silly. I'm just being silly, although I am. No, but I just don't. I just, I think there's more to it when you realize, if you work hard and you write, and you're really able to just make a room full of people laugh. I don't think there's anything better than that. I think that, that's real. Uh, being in service and making others happy, I think is a good and noble profession.
I
That's what
couldn't agree more.